Boys think we're cool back in the building. You see what the thumbnail says? I might offend some people today, but I love Bill Cosby. He's still one of my heroes. He gave us Little Bill, Fat Albert, The Cosby Show, and the spinoff show Cosby. Now, I don't believe he drugged them women, but I believe he is guilty for messing with them women, and that's wrong. That's disrespectful to his wife Camille, but it's still hard. See, but Bill Cosby still did a lot for the black community, and he was trying to own like I think CBS or something like that. Like I said, I ain't gonna say it's right for him to cheat on his wife, but I don't believe he drugged them women. I believe he did mess with them though. I'm not excusing that, but let's not crap on the man's legacy, man. He did a lot for black people. He gave us Fat Albert. It taught us like it's cool to be different, be smart and be intelligent. You don't have to be a thug or a gangster. There's nothing against thugs or gangsters. I ain't judging, but he showed us there's another pathway. You know, he gave us a little bill that's very educational and fun. And also he just gave us different stuff. Or the Bill Cosby. And see, he shout out to Pittsburgh. He was from Pittsburgh. He was born July 12th, 1937. He's an American stand-up comedian, actor, author. Cosby began his career as a stand-up comic at Hungry Eye nightclub in San Francisco during the 1960s. Throughout a decade, he released several stand-ups and served to earn him a Grammy Award for Best Comedy Album from 1965 to 1970. He also had a starring role in the television crime show I Spy from 1965 to 1968 opposite Robert Culp. Cosby made his history when Cosby made history when he won the Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actor in a Drama Series in 1966, making him the first African American to earn an Emmy Award for acting. His acting career continued as he starred in the sitcom The Bill Cosby Show, who ran for two seasons from 1969 to 1971. That's not bad. His education, though, Temple University, BS, University of Massachusetts, Amherst, MA, EPD, John West Coast operates of comedy, satire, surreal, humor, deadpan, spouse Camille, since they've been married since 1964. That's a long time. 1964 to 2022. Children five, including Erica and Ernest. In 1972, using the Fat Albert character developing during his stand-up routines, Cosby created and produced, hosted an animated comedy television series, Fat Albert, and the Cosby Kids, which ran into 1985. So 1972 to 1985, they had the Cosby, Fat Albert. So that's not bad. He was ran, centering on a group of young friends growing up in the urban area throughout the 1970s. Cosby starred in various films, including Sidney Poitier's Uptown Saturday Night. That's a good film. You gotta go check it out. My fellow young people. I think that's when they hypnotized the box played by Jimmy Walker. Skinnier than a pin, and he was skinny. And they Sidney Poitier character, recipe Sidney Poitier. Sidney Poitier character now know how to hypnotize people. But go check it out. It's called Uptown Saturday Night. And Let's Do It Again. Came out in 1975. Uptown Saturday Night came out in 1974. Neil Simon's California Suit came out in 1978 alongside Richard Pryor. Rest in peace, Richard Pryor. Of course, Uptown Saturday Night 1974. I think that's the first film he did. Electric Company alongside Rita Moreno and Morgan Freeman. Shout out to the legend Morgan Freeman. See, from 1971 to 1971 to 1973, In 1976, he earned a Doctor of Education from the University of Massachusetts. Massachusetts. See, young black kids, you can do anything you want. You create a cartoon, graduate with a Doctor of Education from Massachusetts or North Carolina, Duke. See, California, UCLA, and different places. You know, don't just limit yourself to one thing. Returning to school after completing his Master of Arts, during 1972, his dissertation discussed the use of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids as teacher tool in elementary school. So they use like Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids teach people things. It's very educational. Please go watch that. And while you're at it, go watch the 2004 Fat Albert movie live action with Kenan Thompson, Omarion Ramsey, Marcus Houston, Kyla Pratt. Beginning in the 1980s, Cosby produced and starred in the television sitcom The Cosby Show, which aired from 1984 to 1992. 1984 1992 is not bad, especially for a black sitcom, because black sitcoms usually didn't last that long in different areas. But this lasts a long time, 1984 to 1992. Ain't bad. It was rated as number one show in America from 1985 to 1989. The sitcom highlighted the experience of growth of an affluent African American family during this time. Cosby gained a reputation as America's dad for his portrayal of Cliff Huxtable. Cosby produced a spin-off sitcom, A Different World. Go check out A Different World. And that produced not only his career, Jada Pinkett Smith and different other some other people. And of course, Joey Kravitz's mama, uh, Lisa Bonet, that's her name. And aired from 1987 to 1993. He also starred in Cosby Mysteries 1994 and 1995, the sitcom Cosby 1996 to 2000, and hosted Kids Say the Darndest Things 1998 to 2000. Then created a produced and he then created and produced the animated children's program Little Bill from 2000 to 2004. Good, good show. I grew up off of. Cosby was born on July 12, 1937, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He is one of the four sons of Anna Pearl Nee Height, a maid, and William Henry Cosby Sr., who served as a mass steward in the U.S. Army. Shout out to U.S. Army. Cosby was class president as well as a captain of both the baseball and track and field team at Mary Channing Miss Worcester Public School in Philadelphia. Teachers note his prosperity for joking around instead of studying, and he described himself as the class clown. Awesome. I'm the YouTube clown. At Fitzsimons Junior High School, Cosby acted in plays, continued to compete in sports. Cosby attended Philadelphia Central High School, a magnet school, and academically rigorous college prep school, where he ran track and played baseball, football, and basketball. He transferred to Germantown High School but failed the 10th grade. Cosby as a basketball player during his Navy service in 1957. A young Bill Cosby. So Cosby received awards celebrating the fifth anniversary commutation of Brown versus Board of Education ruling of the U.S. Supreme Court that outlawed racial segregation in public schools. Later in May 2004, he made public remarks critical of African Americans who put higher priorities on sports, fashion, and acting hard than on education, self-respect, and self-improvement. He pleaded with African American families to educate their children on many different aspects of American cultures. Basically, people had an uproar, but really he was saying black people we need to quit trying to focus on being thugs, gangbangers, rapists, killers. Not to say rapists, I'm just saying murders, worrying about fashion, worrying about our clothes, worrying about cars, material things, worrying about chains, jewelry, and all that. We need to focus more on education, teaching our people, and quit having violence towards our people. What he really meant, but people blew it out of proportion saying he was judging the black community. I remember when that happened. That was in 2004. So I had to be like 3 years old. I mean, 13 years old. I meant to say. In the pound cake speech, Cosby asked the African American parents teach their children better morals at a young age. As reported in the Washington Times, Cosby told reporters during a special session of the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's 34th annual legislative conference that parenting needs to come to the forefront. The, ah, if you need help and you don't know how to parent, we want to be able to reach out and touch you. Richard Labey of the Washington Post reported Bill Cosby was anything but politically correct in his remarks Monday night at the Constitution Hall Bass commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Brown versus Board of Education decision. Cosby was again criticized and was largely unapologetic for his stance when he made similar remarks during the speech at the July 1st, at a July 1st meeting at the Rainbow Push Coalition that commemorated the anniversary of Brown versus Board, where he said, "You've got to stop beating up your women because you can't find a job because you didn't want to get an education. Now you're earning minimal wage." During that speech, he uh, admonished blacks for not assisting or concerning themselves with the individuals who are involved with crime or have counterproductive aspirations. He further described those who needed attention as blacks who had forgotten the sacrifices of those in the civil rights movement. Basically, let's quit beating on each other and basically I'm gonna add this on giving people the wrong attention. Giving the wrong people attention. Let's give the positive people attention. I'm adding that X last part on. And he also saying this is what I believe really saying. I don't know the whole speech, but he's saying let's give props to our civil rights leaders, the Martin Luther Kings, the Malcolm X, the Huey Newtons, the Rosa Parks, Marcus Garvey's, the Booker T. Washingtons, the Bill B. W. Du Bois, who fought for us and died for us as black people. Let's not do it. Let's not waste what they did. So, and let's not let them die in vain or do what they did and well, for us to do nothing and fight each other and all that. His personal life, Cosby married Camille Hanks on January 25th, 1964. Together they had five children: Erica, born 1965, Aaron, born 1960. See, Cosby married Camille Banks on January 25th, 1964. Together they had five children: Erica, born 1965, Aaron, born 1966, Enos, born 1969 to 97, so he must pass on to 97. Ince of 1973, 2018, so he must pass on in 2018. And Edwin, born 1976, their only son Enos was murdered on January 16th, 1997, while changing a flat tire on the side of Interstate 405 in Los Angeles. Cosby's daughter Enos died of renal disease on February 23rd, 2018, while awaiting a kidney transplant. Cosby had three grandchildren. Cosby, a Protestant, main, maintains homes in Shelburne, Massachusetts, and Cheltenham, Pennsylvania. Cosby and his wife have collected more than 300 works of African American art since 1967. The works went on display in conversations and exhibit at the National Museum of African Art in 2014. The show was controversial because of the sexual assault allegations made against Cosby. Cosby is a supporter of his alma mater, Temple University, particularly its men's basketball team, whose games Cosby frequently attended prior to his arrest. He is also a member of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity. Omega Psi Phi. I think that's the right one for them. He was initiated in the fraternity's Beta Alpha Alpha graduate chapter in White Plains, New York in 1988. Shout out to New York. Shout out to 1988. Shout out to the White Plains. Shout out to New York. Shout out to White Plains. Shout out to Omega Sci-Fi. I like that one. I like the second one better. Had to give y'all a shout out. Put a little fresh twist on it. Awards and honors. Cosby has received various awards for his work as a stand-up comedian and actor in both television and film, including five prime, five, five Primetime Emmy Awards, 8 Grammy Awards, 2 Daytime Emmy Awards, and 2 Golden Globe Awards. He also received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2002 and the Bob Hope Humanitarian Award in 2003. He also received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1977. He won the Kennedy Center honor in 1998 and was rescinded in 2018, as well as the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, which he received in 2009, and he was rescinded in 2018. On May 3rd, 2018, Cosby was expelled as a member of the Actors Branch of Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts, and Sciences, along with Roman Polanski and Harvey Weinstein. His works, see his titles, albums, special album versions released in 1982, albums, special albums, and special albums. I'm just reading the note side first, I'm going to read the rest. 1963, Bill Cosby is a very funny fellow, right? 1964, I started out as a child. 1965, Why is there air? 1966, Wonderfulness. 1967, Revenge. 1968, To Russell, My Brother, Whom I Slept With. Also in 1968, 200 miles per hour, aka 200 mph, also known as 200 mph, or we go with aka 200 mph. 1969 is true, it's true. 1969, 8:15, 12:15, and also in 1969, sports. 1970, live Madison Square Garden Center. 1971, When I Was a Kid. 1971, also for adults only. 1972, Inside the Mind of Bill Cosby. 1973, Fat Albert. 1977, My Father Confused Me. What Must I Do? What Must I Do? 1978, Bill's Best Friend. 1983, Bill Cosby himself. 1986, Those of You with or without children, you'll understand. 1987, Bill Cosby 49, 1991, Oh Baby, 2013, Far From Finished. Music albums, Silver Throat, Bill Cosby Sings, 1967. Bill Cosby Sings Hooray for the Salvation Army Band, Badfoot, Brown and Bunyan's Bradford Funeral and Marching Band. Bill Cosby talks to kids about drugs, Charles Mingus and Friends in Concert. Bill Cosby as a Master of Ceremonies. Columbia. Bill Cosby presents Badfoot Brown and the Bunyan's Bradford Funeral Marching Band. At last, Bill Cosby really sings. Bill Cosby is not himself these days. Disco Bill, where you lay your head. My appreciation. Hello, friend. To Enos with love. Quincy Jones and Bill Cosby, the original sessions. 1969. Quincy Jones and Bill Cosby, the new mixes, Volume 1. State of Mercy, Keep Standing. Uh, Compilations, Best of Bill Cosby, 1969, More of the Best of Bill Cosby, 1970, Bill, 1973, Down Under, 1975, Cosby and the Kids, Cosby Classics, 1986, Bill Cosby at his best, 1994, 20th Century Masters, The Millennium Collection, The Best of Bill Cosby, 2001, The Bill Cosby Collection, 2004, Icon, 2000, 2011, and the, that's the bio of Bill Cosby. But yeah, do your history. Bill Cosby did some good things. Like I said, I don't know did he do all that, but I believe he is guilty of cheating. But no, let's not get look past the legacy. Cause Bill Cosby, see what we get. He helped kickstart the career of Michael Jamal Warner, Keisha Knight, Felicia Rashad, Dougie Doug. He's like a Jamaican actor. He was in Cool Runnings. He did the voice of one of the jellyfish and shark tales, and Bob Marley did the voice of other jellyfish and shark tales. He influenced Richard Pryor. He influenced Eddie Murphy. See, oh yeah, he put Tim Set Bless Duh. She was the one that played the next to the older sister, the middle sister in the Cosby Show. He worked at Sydney Poitier. Of course, he kickstarted the career of Rape Simone. It was for Bill Cosby. We never had Death So Raven and Cheetah Girls and shows like that. Sabrina Lee both, had a birthday recently. You know, she played like his daughter-in-law in the Cosby Show. So he kickstarted her career. Of course, the Cosby Show, 1984 to 1992. The Adventures of Fat Albert, 1972 to 1985. Little Bill, 1999 2004. Fat Albert the Movie, 2004. Cosby, 1996 to 2000. I Spy, 1965 1968. A Different World, 1987 1993. Of course, Ghost Dad, 1990. That's the year I was born. December 26, 1990. Uptown Saturday Night, 1974. The Bill Cosby Show, 1969 to 1971. Picture Praises, 1974. Let's Do It Again, 1975. Kids Say the Darndest Things, A Piece of the Action, Leonard Part 6. Hey, 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 it's Fat Albert. The Media Man, Tonight Show, Malcolm X, The Devil and Max Devlin, The Cosby Mysteries, California Suite, Murder, Drugs, and Speed, Captain Kangaroo, Fatherhood, 2004 2005, The Brown Hornet, Hickey and Boggs, 1972, The New Bill Cosby Show, 1972 to 1973, Electric Playground, 1971 to 1977, Man of Honor, well, he probably wasn't in there. Bill Cosby, 77, Cosby Outtakes, OKB, Fat Albert Christmas, Man and Boy, name? What's my name? Four Little Girls, Journey Back to Oz, Comedian, Under the Boardwalk, Los Angeles, Play Yourself, King of Film, Keep On Keeping On, Playboy Inside the Mansion. Yep, he did all these good things. Keep On Keeping On sounds like it's good. Yeah, but that's something to give you some history on Bill Cosby, and I gave my take on Bill Cosby. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get my numbers up. The gold to 1,000 and the silver plaque, aka the platinum plaque.